Welcome to Cloveriness! My name is Michelle and today I thought that I would do a quick video to tell you all what I have been currently reading. Okay, so I don't know about you, but I for one always really overthink the first book read in 2014. I don't know why, but it just feels really important to pick an awesome book for the start of the year, and thankfully this year I really did. The first book that I read this year was Salvage by Karen David, and oh my god, it was amazing. I'm a huge fan of Karen David's anyway. I really loved the series of books that starts with When I Was Joe. I thought she writes incredibly well. I loved Leah's Guide to Winning the Lottery and just everything that she's written so far. And Salvage in particular was so beautiful to read. It was heartbreaking, it was very emotional, so good, and I'm sure that it will remain on my favorites of the list even towards the end of the year. Also, after reading that, I picked up 15 Days Without a Head by Dave Cousins. Last year I read his second book, Waiting for Gonzo, and it was really good. I downloaded this onto my Kindle ages ago and never got around to it. It has kind of a cartoony cover, but I didn't realize until I was reading it that actually it covers some really serious topics about a 15-year-old boy trying to look after himself and his little brother while his mother goes missing for 2 weeks. It was really good. I really quickly became very emotionally invested in the characters and the stories, and I was desperate for a happy ending. So that was really good. By the way, all of these books I will have written reviews on my website, Fluttering Butterflies, very soon. I just wanted to quickly run through them now in this video. One of my goals for this year is to read more with my children. I have 2 boys, an 8-year-old and a 5-year-old. They both enjoy reading, one more than the other, and one of the things that I wanted to do is to carry on my family book club in which the 3 of us, and sometimes my husband, sit together, we read books, we discuss them afterwards. It's been a lot of fun in the past, and that's something that I want to really focus on in 2014. So this year, one of the books that we read was Oliver and the Seawigs by Philip Reeve and illustrated by Sarah McIntyre, which was very funny. If you look at the back, that has the actual cover on it. It's beautifully illustrated, really funny. It kept both my boys and myself really amused throughout the entire book. We also read together Fortunately The Milk by Neil Gaiman. I loved the illustrations by Chris Riddell. I was going to say that this book contains everything that a small child might really like, but then I realized that everything about it, from the aliens and the vampires and dinosaurs and everything, is all things that I really enjoyed as well. So that was a great choice to read with children or without. Those are the 4 books that I've read so far this year, and now I'm currently reading 3 books. For our family book club, the next book that I've chosen to read is Stay Where You Are and Then Leave by John Boyne. This book was given to me for review a while back, and it looked like a good book that in particular my 8-year-old might really enjoy reading with me, so I hope to finish this book at some point this next week. Now, the 2 books that I'm reading personally is one book on my Kindle and a physical book. This happens quite frequently with me because I'm a very moody reader, and sometimes I feel like reading more than one book at a time. So the book that I'm reading on my Kindle is We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. I love E. Lockhart's books. The Ruby Oliver series is one of my favorite series of all time, and I was always going to be hugely excited to read any other book by her. I'm really loving this book so far. I'm only about 40% of the way through it. I'm pretty sure that I will finish it very soon once I do sit down and read it with my Kindle. Book that I've chosen to read next is not published until the end of March by Walker Books, and it's The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender by Lesley Walton. I've heard some really amazing things about this book, and I'm so excited to read the rest of it. I've only started the prologue so far, and on the back cover it does say something about that it's reminiscent of Gabriel Garcia Marquez, and I can really see the comparison already. Walton has a beautiful writing style, which I can tell already from just the first few pages of the prologue, about a girl who is born with wings, you know, and nobody's quite sure what she is or where she comes from. Is she a girl? Is she an angel? Ava decides to go out and find out for herself, and this is her life story, and it just looks incredible. I'm so excited to continue reading this week. So those are the books that I've been reading this year so far and this week. Today, what books are you reading? Let me know. Thank you.